Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Vidyalaya Tutorials. Today's topic is the difference between for and since. We regularly use these two words for and since in our sentence. There is a subtle difference between these two words for and since. At first, I would like to say these two words for and since can be used more than one part of speech. For can be used as a conjunction, since also. Both for and since can be used as a conjunction to connect two sentences. At the same time, since can be used as an adverb also. But in respect of preposition, both these two words for and since are used in a sentence to refer a particular time. And in terms of referring time, these for and since are the two prepositions. There is a perfect difference. Actually, the difference is on tense as well as in their meaning. In case of using for in a sentence, for can be used with all tenses, and since is used in perfect and perfect continuous tenses, present and past, present perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous. This is the first difference between for and since according to their tense. So I repeat, in case of perfect and perfect continuous in past and present tense, we use for, and in case of we use since. But in case of for, there is no tense bar. For can be used in a sentence with all tenses. And what is the basic difference between these two? The difference on the basis of their meaning. Actually, for refers a time duration. For is the reference of a time duration, whereas since is the reference of a particular time point. That is the basic difference between the two words. When the time is long, it's a prolonged period, big duration, or maybe the short duration, maybe 2 hours, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 months, maybe a few months, maybe a few days or 10 days. Like this, we use for. But in case of since, we must remind, in case of since, the beginning time should be very much perfect. When the activity starts or when the activity started, that particular time is being referred with since. Here a few examples on board. The first sentence, he has been living here since June. He has been living here since June. Here it is since June because the June is a particular month. Second example, I have not won a match since last year. I have not won a match since last year. So since last year is a particular point of time. But in case of for, you can see he has moved to Delhi for 7 years. He has moved to Delhi for 7 years. So this is the basic difference between for and since. So first of all, on tense, for can be used with any tense. To refer or to describe a duration, for can be used with any tense. Here I have taken 3 examples on perfect tense only. First one in perfect continuous, present perfect continuous. Second one, have not won a match, that is present perfect. And third one, he has moved to Delhi, present perfect also. So while we use for in a sentence, it can be used with any tense. If I say, he lived in Delhi, he lived in Delhi for years. He lived in Delhi for years. So in case of simple present tense, we can use for also. In case of simple past tense, simple present tense, we can use for. But when we use since in a sentence, we must remind one thing: since should be used in a sentence in case of only perfect and perfect continuous tense, and preferably present perfect continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. So if I say he has been working on his research, he has been working on his research, then if the time is given like 2 years, so for 2 years, the sentence can also be in past perfect continuous. He had been working on his research for 2 years. He worked on his research for 2 years. But in case of since, we must stick to particular time point. Here, he worked on his research. This kind of sentences in past indefinite, that is simple past or simple present, since cannot be there. But because the use of since is preferably for perfect and perfect continuous, present and past. So he has been working on his research. He has been working on his research since 2020. Since 2020. It cannot be for 2020 because the beginning time of his research is given here 2020. She has been singing for an hour. She has been singing for an hour. Why it is for? Because for an hour it refers to a duration. But if I say she has been singing 10 a.m., it should be she has been singing since 10 a.m. So that is the basic difference between these two prepositions, for and since. In case of for, the time is a prolonged time, there is no specific time. But in case of since, the time should be definite. So it's a very important thing while executing in a sentence. When we use both these two prepositions regarding time in a sentence, it is very much important, because in case of for, it is a long time, but in case of since, the time is to be given perfect. The beginning time should be there. That is the difference between since and from in respect of time. Besides, apart from this, we can use for in many other ways. We can use since also in many other ways. Like since can be used as a conjunction. For can also be used as conjunction. In that case, for is the reference of the meaning of because. Since refers the reason. When since comes at the beginning of the sentence, it refers the reason. That is definitely used as a conjunction in a sentence. That is, since he is late, he was not allowed. So that is not the issue. That can be easily grabbed. But in case of time, that is for and since when used in a sentence, the main difference is their meaning. In case of time duration or time period, we should go for using for, and in case of particular time, the definite time, the beginning time when they are in a sentence, we should give the preposition since over there. Okay, so that is the difference between for and since. I do believe I can make you understand between the difference between for and since. So keep watching my channel, and don't forget to subscribe my channel if you do not have, and keep watching, and of course press the bell icon to get all the upcoming videos. Thank you very much. Bye everyone.